Social media is pretty busy to keep up with, but it's such a cool tool that we can use to share information, much like I'm going to do right now. So I wanted to release this video because I think it's so important to be able to reach people on a global scale, more so than just our neighborhoods and our communities or our cities and states that we live in, but having a global impact on men, women, and children. My forte, where I feel that I'm able to give the most authentic parts of me, is to other women. But it's newly on my path that I realize that I've also been beautifully and positively motivating and inspiring men as well. And I'm not quite sure exactly how I'm able to do that, but hey, the more we touch, the merrier I am. So that's fine if if men seem to have some inspiration from what I have to say or how I'm maneuvering in my own life. So this video is what I'm titling To Women Abroad. And forgive me, I am going to be looking in a couple different places. I'm looking on my phone as well as my laptop cameras as well. Okay, and I have some notes that I've jotted down because I can tend to go off on a tangent, and I kind of want to keep myself focused on what I feel is important to say. So again, my platform is women and girls, especially in countries where women and girls are not viewed as equals, where they are taught to view themselves as lesser because of being women, because of being girls, because of being of the feminine essence. And on my research throughout my career and just in my personal life, I've seen so many stories of women who have been abused and mistreated, and of course through traditions have been taught that their opinions do not matter because they are female, that they have nothing to offer the world but their bodies to rear children. And we know that that conversation is quickly taking a turn for the better as we see the International Women's Day inspiring so many women across the globe. We see grassroots organizations springing up all over the place, empowering and supporting women. And I feel it's important for myself to also align with those women that are facing their fears. But we still have women and girls that are being horribly treated in so many different parts of the world, who are afraid to speak out, who are afraid to step out on their own, to follow their dreams because of the fear of their reputation being tarnished or their family's name being tarnished, for the fear of being even physically beaten for speaking out about how they're being treated in their countries, in their towns, in their villages. And so this video is specifically for those women and girls who may be watching this. To women abroad, don't play yourself small. As easy as that seems to be said, there is action and there is a reaction to not playing yourself small. Don't cower down to make others around you feel comfortable. No matter where you are, no matter who you are, do not shrink yourself small to make anybody around you feel comfortable. When we talk about not playing yourself small and not shrinking yourself to make others around you feel comfortable, we're talking about you being authentically you in any place, in any setting, in front of anyone, and in front of any group of people. When you decide not to play yourself small, you begin to authentically choose to be open and transparent about who you are. This means you will have an opinion. You will be opinionated. This means you will no longer have the desire to bite your tongue when you are in front of certain people or groups of people or organizations, that you will have something to say and be confident about what you have to say without fear of reprimand. When you begin to not cower down or play yourself small, you move into being authentically yourself. This also means that you will begin to lose what you thought belonged to you. You will, and for lack of a better word, when we say losing, let's use the term shift, right? As you're shifting, people, situations, things, experiences will begin to fall off of your path. And this means you would have to be willing to get comfortable with being in uncomfortable situations when you're speaking out and being authentically yourself. And the only reason that there is discomfort is because you were told that if you spoke out about how you truly felt, that there are things to fear and people to fear in regards to doing that. And I'm here to tell you that this is so far from the truth. Absolutely, people, things, and experiences will fall off of your path, but this just means you are shifting from where you are to where you want to be. You have to be willing to allow your shifting to cause boyfriends to leave your life, girlfriends to leave your life, family members to leave your life. Have to be willing to do away with traditions and everything that you've ever been taught about who you are, and everything you've ever been taught about how much you could accomplish and what you could accomplish. In shifting, imagine if you are dating somebody, if you attracted them on the level that you are on right now, imagine what you would begin to attract when you shift. Imagine who. Imagine what you would be willing to do and who you would be willing to confront, and what doors you would be willing to storm, and what fears you'd be willing to face. Imagine if you are experiencing what you're experiencing now, if you are experiencing the people and situations that you are now, imagine what will come to you when you shift to a higher vibration, when you shift into being authentically and unapologetically, yourself. I say that because I am a woman who has done it and continues to do it. I continue to authentically align with what feels good to me. Meaning, when I'm in a boardroom meeting, I'm a CEO and founder of a healthcare association that is backed by AI technology, and we have created online tools to support intellectual developmental disabilities professionals with their work compliance and auditing and trending and things like that. So I've been in the industry for over 7 years, and I decided to create a web-based tool to support professionals in the IDD industry. Now, when I decided to do this, there were so many fears and doubts that came up for me, being female, 1, being black female, 2, being young black female, 3, and being a young black female in technology and healthcare, right? What we would consider male-dominated industries, I have decided to show up and offer solutions to problems that have been a problem for a very, very long time. I have had to choose if I wanted to allow me being female and me being black and me being in my 30s. I'm 33 years old. I had to choose to decide to do away with the psychological and societal constructs that were painted to say women that look like me could not create innovative web-based tools using technology to support the healthcare industry. I had to be willing to do away with the idea that being a woman and being black, that what I had to offer wasn't enough, that what I had to say wasn't enough. And I'm sharing that part of my life, of myself, because I know what it feels like to be afraid to speak up, to be afraid to say that I am a woman who creates innovation, that I am a woman that has, for lack of better words, stormed kingdoms, sometimes by force, sometimes having to tap into, even as a woman, tapping into that masculine side of myself, being able to balance both my feminine and masculine in the corporate world and in my own personal lives. So, to women abroad, where you are now is not where you have to stay. Because you are a woman, it's not a strike against who you are and what you can create and how innovative you can be. You being a woman is all the more power. It's fuel and wind beneath your wings for you to take flight. I know you've been taught that because you are female, that you are weaker. And we know that this is a damn lie for so many reasons. And I'll finish with one quote that inspires me today. And, you know, appropriate or not, I do think it is relevant and something to take with you. And the quote goes something like this. It says, I don't know why people equate being tough with having balls. When we think about the male anatomy, the physical male anatomy, that part is so weak and very tender and very sensitive. I mean, you know, any blow of the wind or a slight nudging, it would cause a man to cower down and hold himself. And no offense, men, but we know this is true. But vaginas, considering what we go through as women, we take a real beating. Mentally, physically, emotionally, we carry a lot of weight. So being female doesn't make you weak. You are so much more stronger because of that. Think about the goddess Shiva. There's a goddess Shiva with the multiple arms, right? Balancing her world, right? Balancing the family in one arm, or your business in one arm, or your dreams or your goals and aspirations in another, your social life in another, and your sanity in another. Being able to balance all of that effortlessly, I believe, is a superpower that only women have. Women, we have the ability to use both sides of our brain. Our right side, our creative side, and our left side, which is our logical and reasoning sides. That is both male and feminine energies that we're able to tap into. We've been taught to fear aspects of ourselves because others feared us. We've been taught to play ourselves small and cower down to make the world around us feel comfortable. But I tell you, as your sister here, wherever you are, be fearless. It is a true act of bravery to walk authentically in your power without fear of what others will do and say. So in the quest to know thyself, and all that we can be, and all that we can dream, and all that we can achieve, be brave and know that you are not alone. I'm here with you. If you want to reach me, you can contact me on Instagram. Again, that's _Gypsy Empress. Or you can email me as well at thegypsyempress@gmail.com. And I hope this resonates with you, with any woman that's listening, any girl that is listening, wherever you are. begin to make the first small step of acting authentically within yourself. Very small step. It can be something such as getting up at 7 a.m. because you said you would, or following through with something that you agreed you would do, or raising your hand to speak up in class first. Raise your hand first to be the first to present your project at school. Or if you're in a business meeting, women, be the first to introduce yourself and your company and what you do. Be the first to show how innovative and creative you are. You're not alone. I'm here with you.